Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Dream-Bigger-Live-Larger podcast. I am your host, Adeline Lees. And today we will be talking about priorities versus reality. If you guys are interested, keep on listening and keep on watching. This is Dream-Bigger-Live-Larger podcast. All right, okay. It is a rainy day today. I wanted to be cozy. I didn't want to do a whole setup in the corner of my apartment. So I'm doing it on my couch, okay? My hair is in a pineapple. I beat my face and I got a moo on. Who's going to check me, boo? I'll wait. Okay. Then. So I hope you guys are having a beautiful Monday, okay? And I hope everything is going well. I hope your weekend was great. And yeah, let's start the week with a brand new episode. So a couple days now, I was sitting in my living room and I was like, damn, bitch, you really 29. Like, you're really 29 years old. Like, where the hell did time go? Where the hell did time go? Like, I was just in high school. I was just chilling. I was just relaxing, not paying no damn bills, no nothing. And I'm like, nah, something really gotta give. Like, what is going on? And I'm thinking like, yo, the plan I had for myself by the ending of 20s, going into my 30s is not what I really had planned out. I wanted, to be a fiance, probably a wife by now. Um, Not children yet. I wasn't planning on having children yet, but just living life with my partner, of course being in my career field and just, living life. And it got me thinking like, girl, you single. You have no one. So fiance is cross that out because that ain't something you don't even got a boyfriend. Let's be real. You don't even got a boyfriend. So I'm like, damn girl, like this is not what I planned my late 20s, early 30s to be. Like, what is going on? Not saying that it won't happen. I'm just saying like this ain't what I had in mind. I wrote down, we chase life timelines we set years ago, but are they still what we actually want? Approaching my 30s, I'm really getting honest with myself. The younger me had a plan: husband, career, kids. My reality looked different. So do I. So, what I actually wanted back then is something that I'm not pushing for now. Not saying I don't want a partner, not saying that I do not want kids in my future, just not right now. Okay? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with living in my reality. I also wrote down, wanting something and being ready for it is two different things. I realized that I am so comfortable being alone, being in my own space, that being in a relationship right now in my life is not something that I really want. Like, I like the idea of it. Like, I like the idea of having someone to call, hang out with, cuddle with, do a little nasty with, whatever. But I will be real with you. I'm so comfortable now on coming home, peace and quiet, and just catering to myself and owning and having things that I want for me. And just being comfortable with thinking of me, myself, and I. I don't want to think about what somebody else is doing. I don't want to think of if they're loyal, if they're doing right by me, because it's exhausting. It really is. And don't get me wrong. In order for me to um have the partner I want, I have to put myself out there, but not yet. I am so comfortable and happy in the space that I am because I'm happy. Like, I really am happy. And I love my independence. I love thinking of me. I love being selfish at this point in time of my life. And I don't care about what people think. I don't care about what people are saying of like, Adeline, you pushing 30, girl, this is the time you're supposed to be having someone. I'm okay with being alone. Because I see what's out there. I don't like that. I don't want that neither. I'm okay. I'm okay. Like, don't get me wrong. It's the idea of being in a relationship is beautiful. I love love. I'm a Pisces. I'm so emotional. I love love. I love the daydreaming of it. I love the imagining of it. I love everything about it. I love it. But being in it right now at this time in this day and age, I am learning to just like basically understand who Adeline is. What does Adeline like to do? What does she want? What does she like? What doesn't she want? And I also want to really know who I am before jumping into a relationship because there is a lot of things that I need to fix emotionally within myself. And I know in order for me to be the best version of myself, I need to make sure that my partner reciprocates that same energy as well. So just because I'm pushing 30 doesn't mean I have to rush and find a partner, have kids, and be in a marriage. No, like that time will come. But I don't want to rush and then make a mistake and then choose a wrong partner and not being real with myself. Like, it's okay that the person that I thought I was going to be at the age of 30 is not who I am. And that's okay because I like who I am. And I'm understanding who I am. Because the old me didn't know what was occurring, what was happening. But the changes that happened in my life, the decisions I made benefit me for who I am today. Okay? I also wrote down, right? When it comes down to having a family, right? Family means so much to me. I grew up in a very small family. So stepping into motherhood, stepping into becoming a wife, it requires connections, communication, and a solid tribe. I need to understand that it will never as soon as I step into that role, it will never only be about me, 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 me. Now I have to cater to my husband. I have to cater to my children. I have to now be a different person now. And I'm gonna be very honest with you, and a lot of people think it, but they don't say it. But I'm afraid to lose my independence. I'm afraid to let go of who I am, and I'm afraid to just not pour into myself. I'm afraid of just giving my all to being a mom, to being a wife, and I forget who Adeline is. And that is something I really have to work on because there is gonna be points and times in my life where it's not just gonna be about me. And I'm afraid to lose my independence. I'm afraid to lose my independence because it's like, damn, it ain't gonna be just about me anymore. I'm gonna have little me's running around the house. I'm gonna have to be a wife. But I also want to make sure that when I do have my family, I'm gonna make it very clear to my partner that God did not put me on this earth just to be a wife and a mom. God put me on this earth to be me, to be who I am. Okay. Of course, on my tombstone, when the day comes, it's gonna be saying, "Beloved wife, beloved mom, beloved daughter." I love that. Beloved everything. I love that. But no, God did not put me on this earth just to be that. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, I have to have my own independence, my own thing. Okay. And I don't know. This is why I never could see myself really as a housewife because it's like, damn, I don't want to do that. I want to go into my business and whatever I want to pursue in my job, my career to really do me. Cause yeah, yeah. So that's one something I'm really afraid of, like losing my independence and now catering into wife and mom mode. I also wrote down the tiredness I am feeling is trying to tell me something. Your girl is tired. Your girl pays everything. Okay. I pay my own bills. Ain't nobody helping me. I don't got no boo on the side. I don't got no sugar daddy. It's just me. So when I think about me like really having a family, I know 110% my partner has to be by my side. Okay, I'm not gonna be in a house, right, feeling lonely like I'm a single mom. Hell no. All right, if the baby wakes up in the middle of the night, I'm not the only one taking care of that baby. We are both going to take care of that baby, okay? And not only that, it's just catering to someone that ain't me. Like, am I ready for that? Like, before having children, before having a family, let's think about being in a relationship. I have to now think about someone else that's not me. And I am tired, right? So when I come from work, I know I have a set schedule when I have my nighttime routine. I make dinner, I take a shower, I unwind, I do me, girl. I scroll on TikTok, I read my Kindle, I do what is best for me. But imagine now, a couple of years later, I meet a man, I fall in love, and we decide to move in. Now it's not just going to be about me, it's going to be about us, right? And I got to ask myself, am I ready to do that? And the answer is no. I'm not ready to do that yet. And that's because people are like, oh, well, girl, you're going to have to, you know, put that on hold and understand that you're getting older. I get it. I understand. But I am not ready. I'm not ready. Also, I want that life that I once dreamt about, but I am terrified of losing myself in it. My independence and my goals mean so much to me. That is one thing I always say. I do not want to live in regret. I do not want to live in the what ifs because I knew from a young age I was put on this earth to do more, to stand out, to show up, to do what I need to do. I don't want to rush into creating a family, being a wife, being a mom, and forgetting who I am. And I say this all the time. I am afraid of losing myself, and I regret later down in the line, like, damn, what if I really took time and poured more into my career, poured more into my future? I wouldn't just be a mom and a wife, I'll be more than that. You know what I'm saying? So we can have it all, but it's just the mindset of, are you ready for that? Right? And I also wrote down, a lot of us carry that quiet fear and never say it out loud. A lot of us know, like, hey, we're put on this earth for something more, but we don't go towards it. And it's okay to say it out loud. It's okay to say, hey, the woman that I dreamt of years ago is not the woman I am now. And it's okay because I've grown and I understand why I am not the woman I dreamt of. I want more for myself. And maybe it's not the same thing I wanted 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Maybe it's something far more different. 10 years ago, I wanted to be a nurse. I was a senior in high school. No, sorry. 10 years ago, yeah, I was a college. I was a freshman in college. And I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be like all the women in my family. And look at me now. I'm not a nurse. I am a coordinator at a school and I'm making bread. And I love working with high school students and I love giving back to the youth. Did I see this for myself 10 years ago? No. Did I see myself being single? No. But I'm happy mentally, physically, and emotionally, and I'm aware of what I'm doing. I'm aware of who I am. And catering to myself is not a bad thing. Being selfish at this point in time in my life is not a bad thing. And I'm okay with not rushing into a relationship because I'm going to be 30 soon. I don't give a fuck. I honestly don't care because what God has in stores for me, I won't miss it. But right now, I'm continuing to cater to me, learn more about myself, and basically have fun, enjoying life. Okay. So just because who I thought I was going to be at this time is not my reality, that's okay. I'm going to live a beautiful life. Okay. So yeah, that's really what I want to say in this episode, vent a little bit. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.